If you thought you knew what a powerhouse looked like in Genshin Impact, think again, because the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius is finally coming to rewrite the rules of combat. Varka isn't just a legend in the lore anymore. His leaked kit for version 6.4 is officially looking like one of the most complex and devastating setups we've ever seen. And today, we are breaking down every single detail from his dual-wielding claymores to his game-changing hexerai mechanics. But first, let's announce the winner of the previous video. The winner is Jagadesh. Congratulations. I hope the Welkin Moon helps and that you win the 50-50 with Columbina. Remember, there's a Welkin Moon giveaway in every video. To participate, you just need to leave a comment with your UID, server, and your LD shop ID. If you haven't registered on the site yet, you can do it using my link in the description to get your ID. Regarding the monthly giveaways, we've made a change. Instead of one pack of 6,480 Genesis crystals, LD Shop and I decided to give away 2 packs of 3,280 crystals to have more winners. Take note, this monthly giveaway is only for those who register using my link and make a purchase, starting from a single Welkin Moon. If you've bought something through my link, you're already participating for these 2 packs. It's also a good way to use the double bonus reset if you still have it. I'll be announcing those winners during the first days of February. Now let's get into the video. Want to get more out of your Genshin top-ups? You need to check out LD Shop. It's a platform developed by the LD Player Group where you can save up to 30% compared to in-game prices. It's 100% safe and reliable. All you need is your UID and server. No passwords required. Plus, if you register using my link, you'll get 2 exclusive coupons, 15% and 5% off. You can save up to $30. Check this out. The standard $100 pack is only $73 here, and you can even grab the Welkin for under $4. The double bonus reset works here too, so you'll get double crystals on your first top-up. And get this, if you spend over $80 in a month, you can claim a free Welkin Moon on their homepage. The process is instant. Pick your pack, enter your UID, and see the crystals hit your account in seconds. Stop overpaying for your pulls. Click the link in the description or pinned comment and start saving today. For years, we've heard the stories. Varka, the Knight of Boreas, the man so strong even Childa's masters speak of him with respect, has been a ghost in the Mondstadt storyline. The biggest challenge for any Varka release was always going to be the hype. How do you design a character that actually feels as powerful as the strongest man in Mondstadt is supposed to be? Up until now, Anemo carries have mostly focused on raw swirl or pure Anemo hyper carry stats. But the problem with standard carries is they often feel restricted to one playstyle. Varka faces a different hurdle. How do you make a Claymore user feel fast, versatile, and worthy of the title Grand Master? If he was just another slow, heavy hitter, he'd fall into the same trap as many older units. Thankfully, the leaked 6.4 data suggests Hoyoverse went in the complete opposite direction, giving him a kit that rewards specific team building and introduces a completely new character classification. Let's dive into the meat of this kit, because there is a lot to cover. Varka is a 5-star Anemo Claymore user, but don't let the Claymore tag fool you. His normal attack, Favonius Bladework, Dancing Radiance, actually has him dual-wielding claymores in an ancient knightly war dance. He performs up to 5 consecutive strikes, and the multipliers here are hefty, with his 5th hit reaching a massive 137.9% at base levels. But the real magic happens with his elemental skill, Windbound Execution. This is the core of his entire gameplay loop. When you tap the skill, Varka leaps forward with a slash, dealing AoE Anemo damage and entering Stormward Charge mode. This mode is a total game changer. While in Stormward Charge, Varka can't do plunging attacks, but his normal attack damage gets a significant boost. Here's the crazy part, his dual wielding actually matters. The Claymore in his left hand always deals Anemo damage, but the Claymore in his right hand starts dealing elemental damage based on your party members. If you have a Pyro, Hydro, Electro, or Cryo unit, that right-hand blade absorbs that element. This isn't just an infusion, it's a dual-element assault that cannot be overridden by other buffs. When you have one of those 4 elements in the team, your skill also transforms into 4 Winds Ascension. This allows Varka to deal massive AoE damage of the absorbed element, plus Anemo damage simultaneously. It has 2 charges, and hitting enemies with normal attacks while in his buffed state actually reduces the cooldown of this special skill. You can even use these charges to perform a special charged attack called Azure Devour, which costs 0 stamina and hits like a truck. Now let's talk about his Elemental Burst, Northwind avatar. For 60 energy, Varka unleashes a devastating double slash. Just like his skill, if you have Pyro, Hydro, Electro, or Cryo teammates, that first slash converts into that element. It's a fast, high-impact burst with a 15-second cooldown, making it very easy to rotate. But why would you want all these different elements? That's where his passives come in. Dawnwind's March gives Varka a 10% Anemo and elemental damage bonus for every 1,000 points of attack he has. More importantly, if you have at least 2 characters of the same element, or 2 Anemo units, his damage and Stormward charge is multiplied to 140%. If you manage to hit both conditions 2 Anemo and 2 of another element, that damage jumps to a staggering 220%. Wait, it gets even more interesting. After completing a specific quest called Witch's Homework, Varka becomes a Hexarai character. If you run him with at least one other Hexarai character, he gains the Secret Right effect, which doubles the cooldown reduction on his special skills. This suggests a whole new subcategory of characters is coming to the game, likely tied to the Hexenzirkel lore. For those looking to max him out, his constellations are terrifying. Constellation 1 gives him an extra skill charge and a lyrical libation effect that doubles the damage of his special attacks. Constellation 2 adds an extra 800% attack AoE Anemo strike to his skills. But Constellation 6 is the ultimate goal. It allows him to chain his special charged attacks and skills without consuming any charges at all, while also turning his Azure Fang's Oath stacks into massive crit damage buffs. Speaking of stats, his signature weapon, Ballad of the Mighty Wolf, is a masterpiece. It's a 608 base attack claymore with a 33.1% crit rate secondary stat. The passive increases his attack speed and grants stacks that increase damage by up to 30%. If you have that Hexarai effect active, those stacks also grant crit damage. It is perfectly tuned to make his dual-wielding dance as fast and deadly as possible. The moment you realize the true potential of Varka is when you look at his boss materials and the new enemies coming in 6.4. The leaks show a new boss called the Magbeast Gecko, or Luminous Moon Gecko, which drops the materials Varka needs. But the real key moment is his team's synergy. Because Varka scales so heavily off having specific elemental resonances, and Mondstadt teammates thanks to his Wind Homebound passive, which reduces skill cooldown for every Mondstadt character, he is designed to be the centerpiece of a very specific, very powerful Mondstadt United team. Imagine running Varka with an Anemo support like Jean or Sucrose, and then a Pyro duo like Bennett and Shangling or even Durin. You trigger the 220% damage multiplier from his passive. You get the cooldown reduction from the Mondstadt resonance, and Varka becomes an unstoppable whirlwind of Anemo and Pyro damage. He isn't just a unit you slot into a team, he is a unit you build an entire empire around. The sheer numbers on his Azure Devour and 4 Winds Ascension suggest that in the right rotation, his burst window will be among the highest in the game, rivaling even the top-tier DPS units. Everything we've seen about Varka so far points to him being a revolutionary Anemo carry. From his dual-element Claymore mechanics and the introduction of Hexarai characters to his massive scaling with attack and team resonance, he is exactly the powerhouse the Grandmaster should be. He bridges the gap between traditional elemental reactions and raw hyper-carry stats, offering a playstyle that feels fast, fluid, and incredibly rewarding for players who understand team positioning. Please keep in mind that since this information is based on version 6.4 leaks, things can still change during beta testing. I'll be sure to keep you updated the second we get official confirmation. Subscribe and tell me in the comments what you think of Varka's dual element mechanic. And don't forget to leave your UID, server, and LD shop ID to enter the giveaway. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.